Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. This is day number 10 of our Bet Spreads Challenge, playing Baccarat. If you have been enjoying this series so far, go ahead and destroy the like button. Also, if you haven't already, or if you're new here, consider subscribing. Turn on bell notifications, that way every time I upload a new video, you will be notified. Okay, today's bet spread is up on the screen right now. I'll be doing $25 units today. My level 1 is 25, 50, 75, 125. Level 2, 50, 100, 150, 250. And level 3, my original unit size of $100. Parlaying it once after a win. And whether we win or lose, we will go back down to 1 unit of $100. For level 1 and 2, if I lose, I will move 1 to the right. If I win, I will move 1 to the left. This also depends on how much we are in profit or loss. So sometimes I might move 2 to the left. So keep that in mind. Our win range is $400 to $500. And since we are on day number 10, we're gonna be a little more cautious with protecting our profits. So once we get around the $300 mark, if we do, I should mention, I will throw up another bet spread and we'll start off with $10 units instead of 25 if we get to our $300 mark. Stop loss for today is $1,500. We haven't had a losing session yet, and I do say yet because it will happen eventually. Nobody goes the entire month without losing. Okay, so will we hit our win target range or our stop loss? Let's get day number 10 started. Okay, the chute is ready to go, scoreboard ready to go. Let's see what the burn card is. A 10. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a free card here. Player wins. Banker wins. Let's go ahead and start off with the X marks the spot. All right. So level 1, $25. I'll place my bet on banker. X marks the spot. Here we go. Banker wins. All right. First bet of the day is a winner. Let's keep going. $25. All right, let's take a couple of free hands here. Four tie. All right, I will not record ties. Player wins. One more free hand and we will do sequence 2 on the X. Player wins. All right, let's go ahead and put 25 on the bank. Okay. Six tie. 2 ties already in this shoe. All right, let's keep the bet up. Banker wins. Okay, it's another 25. So we've hit on both sequences of the X. Column is complete. Switch over to the no mirror now. All right, guys. Still on level 1. $25 on banker. No mirror. Wow, another tie. It's 3 ties already. Player wins. That's our first loss of the day. Okay. keep going with the no mirror system. Gonna do $50 on player here. Banker wins.
Banker.
Minus 50. Bump it up to $75 now. Okay, and that'll go on player as well. Natural 8 on the bank.
Banker.
So we lose 75. Okay. Last bet here on level 1. And this will be for $125, and I'll put this on bank. Player wins.
Player.
So we lose 125. Okay. So far the column is mirroring on us, forcing us to go to level 2. So $50 bet on banker here. There's a natural 8 on the player.
Player.
So we lose 50. A little bit of a losing streak here. Let's see if our bet spreads help us survive this until we could pick up some wins. So the next bet here is $100. All right, so this will go on player. If we lose this, the column has mirrored, unfortunately. So let's see what happens. Oh, no, natural 8 on player.
Player.
So we win on the last bet there. Okay, so let's go ahead and pay this out. Actually, I'm gonna get some green chips here. All right, I'll move one to the left, so next bet is a $50 bet. And since the column is complete, let's go ahead and continue the no mirror. So $50 on banker here. All right, banker wins.
Banker.
It's $50 for us. So back-to-back wins on the no mirror. Okay, let's go back to the X marks the spot. Gonna need to take a free hand here. All right, player wins.
Player.
Start another X sequence, and it'll be on player this time. I'll stay on level 2, okay, since we're down a little bit here. So yeah, $50 on player. All right, banker wins.
Banker.
So minus 50. Move it up to $100 now when we get the opportunity. All right, banker wins.
Banker.
One more free hand, and then we will do sequence 2 of the X. Natural 8 on the bank.
Banker.
All right, my last loss was $50. So let's bump it up to 100, and I'll put that on player. All right, so banker wins.
Banker.
Okay, we lose the 100. Next bet on level 2 is for 150. Okay, so let's see here, 150, and I'll need a free hand here. We haven't hit on either sequence of the X yet. All right, so banker wins.
Banker.
Here's our second bet on sequence 1. So that'll be a player bet, and my last loss was $100, so I'm gonna bump it up to 150 on player. All right, player does win.
Player.
So 150 our way. Let's pay that out. Okay, so we hit on sequence 1. Let's continue. Let's try to get a hit on sequence 2 when the opportunity comes. Take some free hands here. Natural on the player.
Player.
All right. Wow, natural versus natural.
Player.
Player wins. Here's the second sequence of the X. So this is also a player bet, and I'll move one to the left. This bet will be $100 on player. All right, natural 9 on the player. So we win 100. Okay. All right, we've hit on both sequences of the X. Let's complete this column. Wow, another natural on the player. Okay, let's go ahead and do no mirror. All right, so one to the left, they'll do a $50 bet here. Put that on player. Player wins again. Okay, so $50. Okay. All right, since we are out of the hole, we could go back down to level 1 since we have $25 in profit. Okay, so let's see here. Let's do the Ha system and let's start it now. We'll do player, banker, player. Okay, so let's complete this column on player and I'll go back down to level 1, all right? Player wins. Okay. 25 for us. Keep the 25 up on player. Ha system. Natural 8 on the player. Okay. Another 25. Let's keep the 25 up. Wow. Player wins again. Okay, you know what, guys? The player is rolling a little bit. Why don't we try to pick up a unit on level 2 here? Okay, let's do $50 on player. Oh, it ended. Banker wins. Okay, so we lose the 50. Didn't work out. It's okay. At least we're out of the hole. We could go back down to level 1. It was worth a shot. Okay, so I have one more bet here on my Ha system on player. So let's put 25 on player. Banker wins. Okay, so we lose the 25. All right, column is complete. My pattern for the high action system was player, banker, player. So I'll switch it over to banker now. All right, so I lost, let's see here. Okay, so I'll bump it up to $50 now on the bank. Player wins. Okay, so we lose 50. Moving one to the right, $75 bet coming up. Okay, we're gonna stay on the Ha system here until we're happy with the profits. Player wins. So minus 75. Okay. It's a grind back and forth so far. Let's see if we could pick up a little bit of a winning streak here. So last bet on banker. Sorry, last bet on level 1 is for 125, and we're still doing the Ha system. Okay. Natural 9 on the bank. So 125 for us. Okay. All right, let's move one to the left. I'll do 75 on bank. Natural 9 on the bank. Okay, so 75 for us. All right, I'm happy with the profits on the Ha system, so I'm going to stop playing it. Let's go ahead and complete the column. Natural 8 on the bank. Okay. Banker wins again. Okay. I'm gonna do a no mirror. All right, I'll take it back down to level 1 since we are at $100 profit. Okay, so no mirror, 25 on the bank. Player wins. So we lose 25. Move this down for you guys. Okay. Continue with the no mirror here. All right, I'll place 50 on the bank. Banker wins.
Banker.
So $50 for us. Okay, the board is set up for us to play an X sequence, so that is exactly what we will do. $25 on the bank, X sequence. All right, player wins.
Player.
So we lose 25. Okay, let's take some free hands before the second sequence comes up. Natural 9 on the bank.
Banker.
All right. So one more free hand. Natural 8 on the bank.
Banker.
Okay. So let's do, I lost 25, so I'll do a $50 bet on player here, second sequence. Natural 9 on the bank.
Banker.
We lose 50. Okay, bump it up to 75 now when we get the opportunity. Banker wins.
Banker.
All right, so $75, our bet has come up. So this will be a banker bet, $75. Natural 9 on the player.
Player.
So we lose 75. All right, last bet on level 1 again. So 125, and we have to wait until our opportunity comes. Natural 9 on the bank.
Banker.
Okay. Banker wins.
Banker.
All right. So here comes a player bet. And this will be for 125 on the player. Sequence 2. Banker wins.
Banker.
So we lose 125. Okay. We are back up to level 2. All right, so $50 bets when the opportunity comes. There's a natural on the player.
Player.
Okay, so we have not hit on either sequence of the X yet. Here comes another bet on banker, and we are on level 2, so I'll place $50 on the bank. Player wins.
Player.
Okay, minus 50. Okay, so let's see here. Free hand here, and then another bet. Player wins.
Player.
Okay. Here's the last bet on the first sequence of the X. So this will be for $100, and it'll be on banker. Okay, player wins.
Player.
We lose 100. Okay, so unfortunately an X has formed on us there. It does happen, yes. All right, so sequence 1 is lost, and bet for sequence 2 has come up, so we lost $100. Next bet will be for 150, and this will go on player. 150 on player. Three tie. Okay, let's keep the bet up. Okay, so player wins.
Player.
So that's 150. See, the probabilities of us losing both X sequences is pretty low. So I had a feeling I was gonna eventually win the second sequence of the X there. All right, so we win 150. Okay, what can we play? Let's let the column complete actually. Okay. Banker wins.
Banker.
Okay. 7-7 tie. There's been a lot of ties in this shoe. Player wins.
Player.
Column is completed. We'll do a no mirror. My last win was for 150, so moving one to the left, $100 on the bank. Banker wins.
Banker.
Okay, let's rack up the 100. Okay, so stick a free hand. Natural 8 on the bank.
Banker.
Let's go ahead and try another X sequence here. So player bet. And I'll move one to the left, which makes this a $50 bet on player. All right. Banker wins. Oops.
Banker.
Okay, so minus 50. Moving back up to $100. All right, so gotta take some free hands. Banker wins.
Banker.
One more free hand and then we'll do sequence 2. Wow. Player wins.
Player.
Okay. So $100 on player. Okay. Banker wins.
Banker.
So that's minus 100. Okay. So moving to 150 here. All right, so 150. Let's see, I need a free hand here. All right, player wins.
Player.
And here we go with sequence number 1. It'll be a player bet for 150. Wow, natural 9 tie. We're gonna keep the bet up. Banker wins.
Banker.
So we lose 150. Okay. This is the first time we're going to our 250 bet. All right, so take some free hands. Player wins.
Player.
Okay. One more free hand before we get to sequence 2. Wow. Player wins.
Player.
Okay, let's do sequence 2 for 250. All right, so that'll be for 250 on player. Okay, that's a 6-6 tie. Let's keep the bet up. Wow, player wins.
Player.
So we hit the 250. All right. And I'm down $100. I'm actually done with this shoe. Okay, I'm gonna switch tables. So let's go ahead and do a reshuffle. Okay, guys? Okay, I've reshuffled the shoe. We are at another table if we were at the casino. Cleared the scoreboard. Let's see what the burn card is. 10. Okay. All right, so that shoe, not too great, but also not too bad. I'm down $100. That's only one unit of my original unit size because my bet spreads kept me in the game. So let's go ahead and start off with the Haas system. I will do banker, player, banker. All right. And I will start on level 1, okay? Okay, natural 8 on the bank.
Banker.
All right. Okay, so banker wins.
Banker.
Another 25 for us. Keep going with the Haas system until we are satisfied with the profits. Player wins.
Player.
Okay, lose that. Bump it up to $50 here. Okay. Natural 8 on the bank.
Banker.
Perfect. We win 50. Okay, move it back down to 25. Player wins.
Player.
So that's minus 25. All right. Back up to $50. This is the last bet on this column. So 50 on bank. Natural 8 tie. Okay. Natural 8 on the bank.
Banker.
So $50 for us. And we've broken even, climbed out of the $100 hole that we were in. So let's see, let's go ahead and do a no mirror here, okay? And I'm gonna try to pick up a unit on level 2 here on the no mirror. So let's try to do that. 50 on player. All right, player wins.
Player.
So we picked up our level 2 unit. Okay, I'll go back down to level 1. Just wanted to pick up one unit there on level 2. All right, I'm gonna do an X sequence after the free hand here. Wow, player wins.
Player.
Okay, so back down to level 1. I'll place this on the bank. X marks the spot. Banker wins.
Banker.
Okay, move this down for you guys. All right, let's get paid. It's been a little bit of a seesaw battle this on day number 10 so far. Let's see what we could do here though. So sequence 1 on the X complete. I'll do a sequence 2. There's a natural on the player.
Player.
Okay, one more free hand here. Player wins again.
Player.
Okay. I will do 25 on bank, sequence 2 of the X. Natural on the bank.
Banker.
Okay, so 25 for us. All right, so we are in profit now of $100. So I'm gonna do a no mirror now. All right, just do $25 on bank. Four tie. Won't record it. Let's keep our bet up. All right, banker wins.
Banker.
Okay. Let's rack up this $25. Okay, so We hit on the no mirror. Let's see. What can we play here? All right, let's go for another X sequence, okay? I need a free hand here. Natural on the bank.
Banker.
Let's start an X sequence now. $25 on player. Banker wins.
Banker.
Minus 25. No problem. Let's bump it up to 50. Okay, next time we get the chance, which would be on sequence 2. Player wins.
Player.
There's a natural on the player.
Player.
Okay, here comes a $50 bet on bank. Banker wins.
Banker.
All right, so 50 for us. Okay, I'm gonna not complete sequence 1 of the X since I made 1 unit of $25 profit there. So I'm gonna switch it to no mirror now, and we'll do 25 no mirror on player. Natural 9 on the player.
Player.
Okay, so we win 25. Let's see if we could go up to the $300 mark so we could bring our unit size down. Remember, we talked about that in the beginning of the video. So let's see here. Pick a couple of free hands actually. Banker wins.
Banker.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, so I'm going to play an X sequence here. All right, so my last win was $25, so let's stay on level 1 and I'll place this on bank. Okay, banker wins.
Banker.
We have hit the $200 mark. Okay. So let's see, what can I do here? Take a free hand actually. Player wins.
Player.
Okay, stay on level 1. I'll place 25 on player. Banker wins.
Banker.
So minus 25. Okay. Let's bump it up to $50 here on the bank. Player wins.
Player.
Minus 50. Okay. All right, I'll take some free hands. Natural on the bank.
Banker.
Okay, let's keep going. Player wins.
Player.
Okay, so one more free hand here. Player wins.
Player.
Okay. So I lost $50, so I'm gonna do a $75 bet here. All right, so I'll put that on player. Banker wins.
Banker.
So we lose 75. Okay. Okay, so next bet is for 125, last level on level 1. So I'll place that on banker for 125. Banker wins.
Banker.
Okay, so that was 125. All right. Let's let the column complete and we'll do a no mirror. Okay, guys? There's a natural versus natural,
Player.
but player wins. Gonna do a no mirror. Move one to the left, so $75 will go on player. Okay. Player does win.
Player.
Okay. $75. We are at $250. Close to that $300 mark. Okay, so I'm gonna place a $25 bet. I will move two to the left this time since we are almost at the $300 mark. All right, so I'm gonna place that on player. Natural on the bank,
Banker.
so we lose 25. Okay, gonna bump it up to $50 here. Okay, so $50 on bank. Banker wins.
Banker.
$50. All right, let's pay this out. Once we get to the $300 mark, we will switch our unit size, okay? We will lower it. Okay, so let's see here. Take a free hand actually. Banker wins.
Banker.
Okay, let's see if we could hit this hand right here. That'll get us to the $300 mark. I'll put 25 on bank. All right, perfect. Banker wins.
Banker.
$25. That was a secret system I was playing just to get to the $300 mark. I'll have to make sure I get there. All right, so remember how in the beginning of the video we talked about lowering our unit size once we get to the $300 range? So that is what we'll do. We'll play this bet spread right now. So 10, 30, 70 as our level one, and then if we lose, we can go back to our bet spread that we've been using so far on day 10. Okay, so I'm gonna need some change. So there's $100. I need some blue chips here. All right, so it's 5. Okay, rack up these blue chips, switching our unit size to protect our profits. All right, so let's let the column complete here and then we'll continue. There's a natural on the player. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a no mirror, and I'll do $10 on bank. Natural on the bank.
Banker.
Okay, $10 our way. Okay, I'm gonna do an X sequence. Okay, guys. Banker wins.
Banker.
Here comes sequence number 1. On the X, I'll place $10 on player. All right. Banker wins.
Banker.
So we lose the $10. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bump it up to $30 now when I get the opportunity on sequence 2. All right, banker wins.
Banker.
Okay. Banker wins again.
Banker.
I'm actually going to skip sequence 2 here because I see that the banker is streaking, so I'm going to go back to sequence 1. So let's take some free hands, okay? All right, banker wins. See, sometimes you have to freestyle when it comes to these systems. Take a look at the board. I see that banker streaking, so I didn't want to play sequence 2 there. Natural on the bank.
Banker.
Okay, dragon tail. All right. So I will play the sequence 1. I know the banker is streaking, but I'll play one sequence this time. It's not that big of a deal since we lowered our unit size. So $30 on player here. We're only playing one sequence right now. Wow, perfect timing. Player wins. Okay, so that's $30 for us. I just took a calculated risk there. So it worked out for us. Board is set up for another X sequence, so that is exactly what we will play. $10 on player. Player wins. Okay, it's another 10 for us. Okay, let's keep going with these $10 bets. All right. 6-6 tie, won't record it. Banker wins. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put $10 on bank. All right, banker wins. Perfect, let's get paid. Complete the column here and we'll do a no mirror. Natural on the player. Okay, start a no mirror bet. I'll do $10 on player. Natural 8 on the player. Okay, so we're slowly creeping up to our win range. Okay, we lowered our unit size to protect our profits. We don't want to go down too much. If you guys remembered what happened on day 9. Pretty insane upswings and downswings. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna put $10 on player. Natural 9 on the player. All right, move this down for you guys. Let's get a blue chip. Keep going with these $10 bets here. All right, so take some free hands. Player wins. Okay. Player wins again. Okay. Gonna go ahead and place 1 unit on player. Wow, player wins again. It's good for us. 380. Let's go back to our $25 units and see if we can hit this dragon tail on the player, and that'll lock in a profit for us. So here we go. The $10 units worked out for us. Now let's try to get 1 unit here on our original $25 units that we started the day with. Okay, so let's hope for this dragon tail. All right. Okay. Both the player and banker need a card. Wow, we hit a 0. So banker wins. We lose the 25. Okay. We lose this. Let's bump it up to $50. I'll do a no mirror here. Okay, so $50 no mirror. Okay, so player wins. All right. We lose the 50, bumping it up to 75 now on the no mirror. Okay, let's go ahead and do 75 on the bank. All right, banker wins. 75 for us. Going back to the $25 units didn't work out for us, so let's keep it safe and go back to our $10 spread, okay? Let's do X marks the spot since the board is set up for us to do so. All right, so I'm gonna do $10 on bank. Be cautious here. All right. So banker wins.
Banker.
All right, let's get paid. Slow and steady. We don't want to give away our profits, so that's why I went back down to $10. Okay. Let's get one more unit here. All right, natural on the player.
Player.
Okay, so let's see here. All right, I'm gonna do $10 on player. Natural 9 tie. Keep the bet up. There's a 9 on the bank,
Banker.
so we lose 10. Okay. All right, next up is a $30 bet, and that will be on the bank. Player wins.
Player.
Okay, so we lose 30. All right, last bet on level 1 of our new spread is $70. Okay, I need some free hands actually. There's a natural on the player.
Player.
Okay. Natural on the bank.
Banker.
Okay. Let's see here. Taking these free hands. Player wins.
Player.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do a $70 bet here. All right, and I will place that on player, $70. Okay, there's a natural 8 on player.
Player.
$70 for us. Okay, perfect. I needed to do the secret system there just to ensure I would win. All right, I don't want to go back down since we've worked hard for our profits. All right, we are into our win range. Okay, we are at $420. So today I featured something new. We started off with $25, and then once we hit the $300 mark, we went ahead and lowered our unit size. Why? Because through day 1 through 9, we have not had a losing streak yet. Okay, and we want to protect our profits. So I know that our win range is $400 to $500, but we set up something new today, which is once we get to the $300 mark, we lower our unit size just in case we take a huge downswing. We didn't in this case. We slowly creeped up to our win range, and we're actually going to stop now because 420 is a good number, and we haven't had a losing session yet during the series, so why start now? Okay, so let's go ahead and lock in a $420 profit on day number 10. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed this new layer that I added to day number 10. You can add this to your game as well. You could set your win range and then a lower number to make you go down on your unit size slightly. All right, so in this case it was $25 going down to $10, just in case we hit some downswings, we got bad luck for whatever reason. Okay, give this video a thumbs up for hitting our win target. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Check out my website, sellfi.com/Mr-Rafael. I hope everybody enjoyed day number 10. We locked in $420.